Sea turtles are among the most extraordinary inhabitants of our oceans. Their history stretches back over 100 million years, predating many modern species and surviving multiple mass extinctions. From ancient seas to the present, they have endured the shifting tides of time, adapting to changing environments while maintaining the core traits that define their lineage. Today, 7 species of sea turtles roam the world's oceans, each uniquely adapted to its environment. Green turtles, Colonia mitis, graze on seagrass, sustaining the productivity and health of coastal ecosystems. Loggerheads, Currita, use powerful jaws to feed on crustaceans and mollusks, shaping prey populations and influencing coastal food webs. Hawksbills, Eretmoschles imbricata, feed primarily on sponges and coral reefs, controlling overgrowth and contributing to reef balance. Leatherbacks, Dermocles coriacea, are the largest species, capable of diving over 1,000 meters and feeding on jellyfish across open oceans. Olive ridleys and Kemp's ridleys are known for synchronized mass nesting, events called aerobatas, while flatbacks inhabit shallow, Australian waters with unique nesting behaviors. The anatomy of sea turtles is a product of millions of years of evolution. Their forelimbs have developed into flippers, enabling powerful and efficient swimming. Their shells are streamlined, reducing drag during long-distance migration. Leatherbacks have a flexible, leathery shell that permits deep dives and provides some thermoregulation, allowing them to explore colder waters. Respiratory and cardiovascular adaptations enable extended dives and long-distance swimming, which are critical for survival and reproduction. Hatchlings face one of the most challenging stages of life. After emerging from nests on sandy beaches, they instinctively move toward the ocean, guided by the slope of the beach and natural light reflecting off the horizon. This initial swim frenzy carries them into offshore currents, where they spend the early years of their lives in relative safety. Survival rates for hatchlings are extremely low, with only a small fraction reaching adulthood due to predation, environmental hazards, and human interference. The early life stages are shaped by both instinct and environmental cues. Nest temperature, for example, determines the sex of hatchlings, a process known as temperature-dependent sex determination. Warmer sands produce females, while cooler sands produce males. This delicate balance means that climate change and habitat alteration can directly affect population dynamics, creating new conservation challenges. Adult sea turtles undertake extraordinary migrations. Many return to the exact beaches where they were born, traveling thousands of kilometers across the open ocean. This phenomenon, called matal homing, is believed to involve geomagnetic imprinting, where turtles detect subtle variations in the Earth's magnetic field to navigate. Ocean currents, water temperature, and chemical cues may also guide them. Migration is critical not only for reproduction, but also for accessing feeding grounds and maintaining ecological balance. The reproductive strategy of sea turtles is high risk, high reward. Females lay multiple clutches per season, each containing dozens to hundreds of eggs. After laying eggs, females return to the ocean, leaving the eggs to incubate under the sand. Predation is intense during both incubation and emergence, with crabs, birds, and fish claiming many hatchlings before they reach the ocean. Only the strongest survive, but those that do carry forward the lineage that has existed for over 100 million years. Ecologically, sea turtles play a pivotal role in their habitats. Green turtles maintain seagrass beds, enhancing productivity and preventing overgrowth. Hawksbills regulate sponge populations on coral reefs, ensuring reef diversity. Leatherbacks influence jellyfish populations, preventing overpopulation in the open ocean. Their feeding behavior shapes entire ecosystems, highlighting the interconnectedness of marine life. Fossil records reveal a rich evolutionary history. Ancient turtles, such as Archelon, lived during the late Cretaceous period and reached lengths of over 4 meters. Over millions of years, natural selection shaped modern species, refining their morphology, behavior, and ecological adaptations. Despite these changes, many fundamental characteristics, such as migratory behavior, nesting fidelity, and long lifespan, have remained remarkably stable. Demonstrating the success of their evolutionary strategies, conservation efforts have become essential for their survival. Turtle excluder devices, TEDs, in fishing gear reduce accidental mortality. Protected nesting beaches and community engagement initiatives help hatchlings reach the ocean safely. Satellite tracking and long-term monitoring provide critical data for understanding migratory patterns, feeding grounds, and population trends. These insights inform conservation strategies, allowing scientists to mitigate threats effectively. Even with these protections, challenges remain. Coastal development destroys nesting habitats. Artificial lighting disorients hatchlings, and marine debris poses ingestion and entanglement risks. Climate change affects both the sex ratios of hatchlings and the availability of suitable nesting beaches. Conservation efforts must therefore adapt continuously, combining scientific understanding with practical interventions to secure the future of these ancient mariners. Scene: hatchlings racing toward the ocean at night, waves guiding them into the sea. Sea turtles' early life, from hatching to juvenile stages, is a testament to resilience. Those that survive face a lifetime of navigation, foraging, and reproduction, fulfilling ecological roles that have persisted for millions of years. Their story is a balance between vulnerability and adaptability, reflecting the intricate relationship between biology and environment. Migration is among the most studied and fascinating aspects of sea turtle biology. Adult turtles travel thousands of kilometers to reach feeding or nesting grounds, traversing entire oceans with remarkable precision. Satellite telemetry has revolutionized our understanding, revealing migration corridors, seasonal habitats, and complex navigation behaviors. Leatherbacks, for example, cross the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, navigating currents, temperature gradients, and geomagnetic cues to locate abundant jellyfish feeding grounds. Loggerheads often follow continental shelves and currents, optimizing energy use while avoiding predators. Green turtles show fidelity to specific foraging grounds, returning annually to the same areas, illustrating the precision and predictability of their movements. The ability to navigate vast oceans is extraordinary. Geomagnetic imprinting allows turtles to detect subtle variations in the Earth's magnetic field, providing a natural GPS system that guides them to nesting beaches with astonishing accuracy. Chemical cues, temperature, and ocean currents further support navigation, creating a complex, multisensory map of the marine environment. Behavioral adaptations extend beyond navigation. Sea turtles exhibit specific feeding strategies based on habitat and prey type. Green turtles graze on seagrass, shaping coastal ecosystems. Hawksbills specialize in sponges on coral reefs, preventing overgrowth that could compromise reef integrity. Loggerheads and Kemp's Ridleys crush mollusks and crustaceans, influencing population dynamics. Leatherbacks consume large amounts of jellyfish, regulating their abundance and contributing to ecosystem balance. Reproduction is closely tied to these behaviors. Females return to natal beaches, laying multiple clutches per season. Nesting intervals and timing are often synchronized with environmental factors, such as tides, moon phase, and sand temperature. Hatchlings face predation from crabs, birds, and fish, but the swim frenzy and dispersal into currents increase survival chances. This combination of instinctive behavior, environmental responsiveness, and evolutionary adaptation underpins the remarkable persistence of sea turtles. Social interactions are limited but significant. Some species, such as olive ridleys, display mass nesting events, where thousands of females nest simultaneously, overwhelming predators and ensuring high reproductive success. Solitary species exhibit less apparent interaction but rely on ecological cues for feeding and migration. Observing these behaviors provides insight into the delicate balance of survival, reproduction, and ecological contribution. Sea turtles' sensory abilities play critical roles in survival and migration. Vision, chemisensory perception, and geomagnetic sensitivity allow them to locate prey, avoid predators, and navigate the open ocean. While their senses are adapted to marine life, they are finely tuned to detect changes in currents, temperature, and chemical signatures. Highlighting the integration of sensory input with behavior, ecologically, sea turtles influence trophic dynamics. By feeding on specific prey, they control population levels, prevent habitat overgrowth, and maintain biodiversity. Green turtles maintain productive seagrass beds, hawksbills protect coral reef health, and leatherbacks regulate jellyfish populations. These roles illustrate the broader significance of sea turtles beyond their individual survival, demonstrating their impact on marine ecosystems. Conservation strategies incorporate behavioral understanding. Protected nesting beaches, TEDs, and reduction of artificial lighting aim to increase hatchling survival. Satellite tracking and genetic studies allow managers to identify critical habitats and migration routes. Adaptive management based on behavioral insights ensures that conservation interventions are both effective and efficient. Human-induced threats remain significant. Bycatch in fisheries continues to cause mortality across species. Plastic ingestion, habitat degradation, and climate change threaten populations at multiple life stages. Understanding behavioral ecology is crucial for designing interventions that mitigate these threats and support population recovery. Scene: adult turtles gliding through open ocean. Coordinated swimming footage, migration, navigation, and behavior together illustrate the extraordinary adaptability of sea turtles. These creatures navigate vast dynamic oceans, reproduce successfully under challenging conditions, and fulfill critical ecological roles. Their lives reflect the integration of physiology, behavior, and environmental interaction, sustaining a lineage that has persisted for millions of years. Sea turtles have long captured human fascination, both as a source of sustenance and as cultural symbols. Coastal communities relied on turtles for food and materials, while their shells and images became symbols in art, folklore, and mythology. Hawksbill shells, prized for decorative purposes, were overexploited, contributing to population declines in the 19th and 20th centuries. Modern conservation recognizes the ecological, cultural, and economic value of sea turtles. Protection of nesting beaches, enforcement of anti-poaching laws, and ecotourism initiatives have been pivotal. Volunteer programs release hatchlings, monitor nesting activity, and educate local populations, ensuring both protection and awareness. Legislation, such as the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, CITES, regulates trade in turtle products. International collaboration allows for protection across national boundaries, critical given the migratory nature of many species. Research and monitoring inform these policies, ensuring they are based on accurate, up-to-date data. Climate change presents new challenges. Rising temperatures affect hatchling sex ratios. Sea level rise threatens nesting beaches, and altered ocean currents may impact migration and foraging. Conservation strategies now include adaptation measures, such as shading nests and relocating vulnerable sites. Scientific modeling helps predict future impacts, guiding proactive interventions. Marine pollution, particularly plastics, represents a critical threat. Turtles ingest floating debris, mistaking it for jellyfish or other prey, causing injury or death. Entanglement and abandoned fishing gear further reduces survival rates. Conservation programs target pollution reduction, cleanup, and public awareness campaigns to mitigate these threats. Community engagement is essential. Local populations are often the first line of protection for nesting beaches. Education, economic incentives through ecotourism, and cultural integration ensure sustainable coexistence between humans and turtles. Long-term population recovery depends on these partnerships, reinforcing the link between human action and ecological health. Population monitoring shows mixed results. Some species, such as green turtles in certain regions, show signs of recovery due to conservation efforts. Others, such as hawksbills and Kemp's ridleys, remain critically endangered, emphasizing the need for continued intervention. Conservation success relies on sustained efforts, international cooperation, and the integration of scientific knowledge into management. Sea turtles serve as indicators of ocean health. Declines in their populations often signal broader environmental problems, from overfishing to habitat degradation. Protecting turtles, therefore, has wider ecological benefits. Ensuring the integrity and resilience of marine ecosystems, the future of sea turtles depends on the integration of science, conservation, and human responsibility. Protecting habitats, mitigating climate change, reducing pollution, and enforcing sustainable practices are critical. Continued research into migration, behavior, genetics, and ecology informs adaptive management strategies, ensuring that interventions remain effective in a changing world. Sea turtles are living relics of Earth's history. They bridge the ancient past with the present, navigating oceans with remarkable precision, reproducing despite tremendous challenges, and fulfilling critical ecological roles. Their survival is a testament to resilience, adaptation, and the intricate connection between species and environment. By protecting sea turtles, humans preserve a lineage that has endured for millions of years, maintain the health of ocean ecosystems, and uphold the legacy of one of the planet's most remarkable migratory species. Their story is ongoing, and our actions today will determine whether these ancient mariners continue to grace our oceans for generations to come.